setting peaceful boundaries from the start of time to what the future may hold. Humanity has been grappling with the concept of boundaries for thousands of years, with ancient civilizations putting forth rules and guidelines to govern individual and communal behavior. In ancient Greece, the notion of Paris referred to the limits or boundaries of a thing, underscoring the idea that set limits can foster balance and order. As we transitioned into the Middle Ages, the concept of territorial boundaries became more pronounced, with monarchs and clergy vying for power and control over land, resources, and people. But what about personal boundaries? How have we, as individuals, established and maintained these limits throughout history? One significant turning point occurred during the rise of Enlightenment thinking, where philosophers like Immanuel Kant and Jean-Jacques Rousseau championed the autonomy of the individual. This attention to personal borders and space helped pave the way for the modern concept of boundaries as we understand it today. However, setting peaceful boundaries requires much more than historical context. It demands self-awareness, discipline, and effective communication. When we establish clear limits, we give ourselves and others permission to prioritize our own needs, desires, and well-being. The past decade, however, has ushered in a transformative era for boundaries. With the rise of social media, remote work, and virtual connection, we are facing unprecedented challenges to maintaining personalized boundaries. From toxic online relationships to overcommitting at the office, our collective push into digital realms has left many people feeling fragmented and disconnected. Yet, in this precarious landscape lies opportunity. The era of constant connectivity can offer a paradoxical chance for self-definition and separation, fostering the realization that setting peaceful boundaries isn't about becoming isolated but about becoming whole. Embracing the complexities of a modern world, where digital and physical worlds coexist, can be both a blessing and a curse. The need for introspection, careful consideration, and effective communication is greater than ever. What does the future hold for peaceful boundaries? Will we master the delicate balance between interconnection and individuality? Will we cultivate the ability to recognize and uphold our personal limits without sacrificing our humanity? As we navigate these probing questions, one thing is clear: setting peaceful boundaries won't occur by chance but by conscious, intentional effort. It's a developmental process that insists we confront our deeper aspirations, our patterns of consumption, our inner fears and hopes. We begin not with rigid lines or inflexible rules, but with a compassionate recognition of our own human fallibility and a humble awareness of the rich diversity within us. Empowering us to redefine and reset our boundaries calls for courage, awareness, and unselfishness. Rather than fencing ourselves in or others out, we've come to realize that embracing the dynamic fluidity of our world requires building both sturdy fences and open gates, creating walls that allow for breath, passage, and expansive compassion.